see what you're doing. This isn't getting very long to back up here. Alright then. Can't they just like do this? Was I supposed to do it like that? Okay. And we got these things all nice and set up. Oh, yeah, right. I gotta do that one first. There were cups up here, right? Oh, yeah, way down here. Should be able to get right to that one. All I need is just these cups. Which are a lot further away than you would think they are. Was down over this way. Don't really feel like checking.
Janos Audrin?
It is heartening after all these years to hear my name spoken without contempt. Raziel? My child, what have they done to you?
I have been dragged through hell and back. All it seems to reach this moment. But I don't yet know why.
For thousands of years I have waited, alone here, losing faith. At the time of the binding, 9 guardians were called to serve the pillars, and I was summoned as the 10th guardian, the keeper of the Reaver, the weapon of our salvation. Over time, our race died out, until I alone remained, sustained only by my obligation to you and by my guardianship of the blade.
And the other 9? Why did their guardianship not sustain them?
I don't know. As our race dwindled, the humans prospered. I have watched over the centuries as our history faded into myth and finally receded altogether. The humans have forgotten us entirely and claimed the pillars for themselves, wholly ignorant of their true purpose. To them, I am merely a devil, the origin of their vampire plague.
Why would the pillars summon human guardians then, if they are meant to be served by vampires?
The pillars choose their guardians from birth, Raziel, and vampires are no longer born. This is the crux of our dilemma, and this is the terrible irony. With their vampire purge, the members of the Circle have assaulted the very architects of the pillars they are sworn to protect. They have embarked on a treacherous path. With every vampire they kill, the humans are slitting their own throats. They know I'm up here, beyond their reach, and it terrifies them. You can see how they flaunt their kills to torment me, or perhaps simply to lure me out. They have this foolish notion that destroying me will somehow topple our entire bloodline. Thankfully, we're not that fragile.
I have seen them mustering their forces in the village below.
Yes. I don't know what they're plotting, but I fear our time may be bitterly short.
Mankind seems to have brought you only torment and grief. You must hate them.
They fear what they don't understand, and they despise what they fear. But no, I do not hate them.
Vorador does.
He has suffered much. He cannot forgive them.
Should they be forgiven?
They don't understand what they're doing. They are simply unenlightened and vulnerable to manipulation.
So, it's all true then, what Cain and Vorador have told me. I really am some kind of unholy vampire messiah.
Unholy? No. Messiah, perhaps.
I don't like that word. It smells of martyrdom.
Raziel, your role in this world's destiny is more crucial and more benevolent than you've allowed yourself to believe. Your journey will not be easy. Dark powers are allied against you. But I think you already know this. You appear to have been cruelly tested. The binding must be secured, Raziel. The pillars are the lock.
And the Reaver is the key.
Yes.
The Reaver is here. Why do I feel nothing?
The most formidable weapon ever forged by our swordsmiths. They infused the blade with vampiric energy, empowering the Reaver to drain our enemies of their precious lifeblood.
As Janos presented the blade, an inexplicable sense of dread crept over me, more palpable than anything I'd felt before. I was at once horribly repelled by the sword, and yet irresistibly compelled to touch it, to take it up. Please, take it away from me.
I fear you have been followed. You must save yourself, Raziel.
Janos! No! My surroundings whirled sickeningly, and I found myself transported safely away from the ambush to an adjacent chamber. Janos had delivered me from the Sarafan, selflessly forfeiting his own safety to preserve my life. And now I feared that my newfound mentor would be slaughtered by the very crusaders I had so recently revered. The irony pierced me, and with dawning horror, I realized that I had been duped by Mobius from the beginning. For the Sarafan had simply followed the path I gullibly blazed through this sanctuary, and had arrived bearing Mobius' staff. Thus armed, they had Janos at their mercy. Through the door, I could hear them battling, less than a dozen paces away. But it may as well have been 1,000 miles, for this barrier was sealed by elemental forces I did not possess. It seemed Janos had conveyed me into the heart of the fire shrine. I thought perhaps if I could galvanize the forge and imbue the Reaver in time, I might have a slim chance of saving Janos from his grisly fate.
Shrine. Do not remember everything you have to do Okay, so that's a temporary thing. close. Blast that flight again. I see. Damn it. Oh, I was supposed to have another torch ready. Should have suspected something like that. Probably not gonna make that. Wait for it to fill back up. Would have been easier if I noticed the torch is right here. Oh. Okay. Does not help. Unless I just place this here. This. I'm wondering if this is what I'm supposed to do. If this is how I'm supposed to do it, but I guess probably not. Whatever works.
I plunged the Reaver into that furnace and forged the blade with elemental fire. With the Reaver thus imbued, I was now armed to unlock the elemental barrier and rescue Janos from his executioners.
I think Fire's unique thing is that obviously Psychic Blast do actual damage. Pretty much like it did in Soul Reaver.
Hold him!
at his black heart. How it still beats.
The fiend intends to bury us alive. Raziel, we must get out of here.
Remember the sword!
Forgive me. I'm sorry. I failed you.
No, Razia. Perhaps this was my true purpose. Simply to save your life this once.
While I have taken yours.
Embrace your destiny, Razia. You must reclaim the Reaver. It was forged for you and you alone. Without it, there is no hope.
As I backed away from Janos's body, I was overwhelmed by a sense of self-loathing so deep I could barely contain it. In that instant, I rejected all that I ever was, and embraced the role Janos had safeguarded for me so patiently throughout the centuries. I knew then what I had to do, the task for which I was uniquely prepared. I would pursue the Sarafan dogs to their loathsome fortress and avenge Janos Audrin's murder. Mobius would pay dearly for his treachery, and my Sarafan brethren would reap the horrors they had sown. I would retake the stolen Reaver, which was rightfully mine. And finally, when all these debts had been paid, I would reclaim Janos Audrin's heart from their filthy, unworthy hands. If the heart was truly imbued with the power to restore vampiric unlife, its highest purpose was clear to me. I would restore the heart to Janos, and thus undo the vile crime committed by my abominable former self.
So far, I guess. Okay. So, this way. So now we get to go back to the keep again. Oh, damn it. So we can go kill Raziel and his brothers. Kind of hilarious, in a way.
So, these demonic pests were not merely the product of Nosgoth's corrupted future, for here they were, hurtling back over 5 centuries to pursue me. These creatures, I suspected, were minions of the unseen forces that had hoped to control me. This was the tangible expression of their displeasure. These demons were unleashed as the penalty for my disobedience.
say, Noskov? Let me enlighten you, poor Raziel.
Damn it.
Free your soul, demon.
I need your souls.
Me, brothers.
Back here, lady. Oh, damn it. How much health these guys have?
There he is, the savior of Nosgoth.
I gotta find the other one. I don't think enemies have like elemental weaknesses or anything of that sort. Yeah, not gonna last much longer. I'll just go back now. Alright, now to find an exit. Ow! Damn. They better not have eaten. What? What? Oh, come on! Oh shit. This could be bad. Oh shit. Damn it! That means I get to go back to my last checkpoint. Which, yeah, of course, is way, way back here. Sucks. This is why being in the Spectral Realm is a bad thing. Except for the fact that my Reaver does more damage when I'm not there. Oh man, that's a far distance. That better have just sent me back there and not have made me have to fight everything again. Okay, good. It doesn't look like I have to fight everything again.
There's one.
Guard me, brothers.
Stop interrupting me! Ah! Beat those bitches. Okay, so do not go down there as I guess I have no choice but to go down there.
Closer, Razia.
Oh yeah, that's not. Okay. At the swamps.
Over there!
We're getting
Over
there.
there!
Shame that there really is nothing to really seek out over in this area. Pretty much just is just a mad dash to get all the way down to the cathedral. The Seraphim stronghold at the very other end. Damn it, I had the Reaver. I wouldn't have to deal with this crap.
You shall not pass.
Okay, now most of this place does not have its water. So now we have to do other types of puzzles down here. Like that. Find where the fonts are and everything. sure that there's a reason for this fire one to be here. Just a guess. I mean, for all I know, maybe there isn't a point. Don't want to go down there. This way.
You have failed me, Raziel.
I wonder, Old One. Did you truly resurrect me, or were you simply there when I awakened from my torment in the abyss? I suspect you found me merely convenient, dropped in your lair by Cain, indestructible for some reason, a durable and gullible tool for you to manipulate. This one thing I readily admit. I have been used by others time and again, but always I seem to stray from their path. What is it about me, demon, that makes me such an unreliable instrument? Why do I survive one trial after another, on and on, in an endless succession of humiliating deaths and resurrections? It seems there is much more to my destiny and my history than I know. Perhaps more than you know as well.